Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Marcantonio, and thank you for joining me here today. When you think of animals that contribute to society and their environment, what do you think of? Bees, maybe even birds? Well, unless you've been looking at my shoulder, one animal I bet didn't come to your mind was anteaters. Today, we will be exploring a species that has a great impact on its natural environment, the giant anteater. While humans moving species around can cause some to invade the habitats of others, we don't often do our part as humans to fix that. However, just like a custodian, anteaters got our backs and they're here to clean up the mess. According to Pedro Botafago and Thiago de Costa, giant anteaters can remove tens of thousands of invasive animals from their habitat each day. They also mentioned that anteaters can differentiate invasive species just from their nose. I mean, imagine being able to tell the difference between a species of ant just by smelling it. Anteaters are the most environmentally beneficial animal in their local environment, and that's why you should know more about them. See, here I have a handcrafted anteater to represent a giant anteater specifically. Their tails kind of represent brooms, and according to San Francisco Zoo and Garden, this tail is about 26 to 36 inches in length, and in total, they're 66 to 88 inches in length. Botafago and Costa mentioned their long nose, which is about 2 feet in length. San Francisco Zoo and Gardens mentions their forefeet have 3 large claws and then 1 smaller claw, with their hind feet just having 5 short claws. For this reason, anteaters walk on their knuckles similar to gorillas. Anteaters live for about 14 years while defending their environment, and then when having a human companion, they live for about 26 years. With these unique characteristics, you might be asking, how are they used to support the environment? See, the name anteater may lead you to believe they only eat ants. However, they eat a variety of insects. Some of these insects, such as termites, are invasive to their native land. In a video written by Pedro Botafago and Thiago de Costa, you can see an anteater using its long nose to detect which species of termite is within the mound. San Francisco Zoo and Gardens mentions that anteaters eat up to 30,000 insects per day. After finding an invasive species, they use their large claws to tear apart a termite mound. Here I have a painting made by the famous anteater Boomy, which you could see the little curl here. Imagine an anteater getting up and just tearing apart that termite mound. Before fully tearing it down, though, they're going to use their long, 2-foot-long tongue to slurp up all those termites. There can even be thousands eaten at a time. If anteaters are the superheroes of their environment, why isn't this common knowledge? Anteaters are native to Central and South America, secluding them to a small corner of the world. Many people commonly mistake them for aardvarks because of the name, and pangolins because of the similarities between the two. According to San Francisco Zoo and Gardens, the giant anteater is currently endangered, only having 1 predator though. Anteaters only produce 1 pup at a time, and they usually travel on their mother's back. The only predator they have is a jaguar, and these jaguars typically just like to stalk the anteaters, but when it comes to battle, and if an anteater sees the jaguar coming, they'll stand up on their back legs, and then they'll spread their arms and just start slashing at the jaguar, usually winning when they see them. But when they don't see them coming, it's unfortunately usually the other way around. Their unique appearance has secretly molded them into superheroes for their environment, and they deserve more recognition for that. If we have a bee movie, we can have an anteater movie. No matter if they get recognition or not though, anteaters will keep fighting for their environment.